love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going with the ground game left. Ran through the contact. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time. Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team. Rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love that play call. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive when you're trying to get the football back to your offense?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to...
And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this junk. If the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. To the air, it's Mack. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They'll give it to the back.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Let it bust for a long one. Now, 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get
football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's McCown. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
They'll give it to him again. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. The give to the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Whittington. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to throw it. Coming after it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Now on 2nd down. First play of the first possession of OT. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
You see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking that the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here on third down for this offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal.
Get set, get set.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To throw, it's McCown. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, going their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now, they get the big stop.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Georgia Southern, 36. Alabama, 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to go up top. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The drama built throughout this game, memorable.